Hey all, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm Slide, and I know it's been a long time since I've posted my last video, but I wanted to see if I could maybe get back into it a little bit and start by showing you guys the current territory battle that's going on. My guild that I'm in does Rise of the Empire, and we are aiming to get 21 stars this go around. Today I'm going to be doing, showing you guys the teams that I use. The guild I'm in, we are close to 300 million GP. So we are, I'd say, probably like a mid-game guild, mainly. We have a lot of accounts that have grown quite a bit stronger over the time. So it's really the perfect guild for me. I am at like 6.8 million GP, so I've got good teams, but I'm not at the end game yet. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into the light side planet Coruscant, and I'll start with I'm gonna actually begin with this Jedi team, and then we'll take care of these other two. Since the Jedi team is it has to be Jedi, I'm a little bit more limited in my options, and right now I have JMK as a galactic legend. I do have Jedi Master Luke unlocked as well. However, I just unlocked him like just a few days ago, so he's not geared up. He doesn't have his ultimate. So I will be using JML on this mission eventually, but for now it's just JMK. And then I'm going to put in Snips, Ahsoka Tano. And then I have gas that I can put in. The last round I couldn't put him in because he's one of the operation characters, so I donated him to that, but we do have him available now, so we'll take advantage of that. We'll use General Kenobi because he works great with JMK, and then for our last one we'll put in Shock T. Alright, let's jump into the battle. This one is pretty easy. I can fairly reliably beat it. I start by targeting the Clone Trooper medic. We do have this taunt that we want to get around, so I'm going to go ahead and do a special ability on Kenobi, but it's going to call... Oh, no, actually it won't, will it? Let me think here. Yeah, let's just put that on the tank. What I was going to say is I can use a special ability that's going to allow Ahsoka Tano to dispel that taunt. So this second ability here on Kenobi is going to dispel that daze on Ahsoka, so she can dispel all those ugly buffs, and then we can get over to Medic. Medic's the character that we really want to take care of. We can also use this mission ability that's going to stun the lead character, and after using it 3 times, it's going to automatically kill one of the opposing team members. Alright, we'll do some armor shred on Medic so we can get through him a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and use that on Kenobi. Alright, so we're going to try and get to our ultimate as soon as we can. We're just piling on the damage onto Medic. In this wave, there's only one Medic, so it's not too bad. In the next wave, we'll have to deal with 2 Medics, so that creates a little bit more of a challenge. But for this, it's really a guaranteed 100% chance of success on this mission. With JMK, he's just such a powerful character. Plus, I've got gas in this as well. There's no doubt that we'll be able to complete this mission. Next up, you can see that one character just died. It's because I was using that mission special. I'm going to go for the Sharpshooter next, just because he's a high damage dealer and I'd rather not deal with him. And he's almost out. One more hit. Alright, then we'll go over to... So, this is kind of an interesting mechanic. So, if I target the lead character, the Clone Commander, and if I kill him, he's going to sacrifice the Clone Arc Trooper instead. And I think the Clone Commander honestly doesn't have a lot of defense, so it kind of makes sense to maybe just go for him, kill him. And here it is. You can see that the ARC Trooper is going to die, and he lives. So I'm just going to put it on auto here to finish out this wave. Alright, one last hit should do it. Alright, on to wave 2. Like I said, wave 2 is a little bit trickier because, oh, you know, I am totally thinking of a different mission. I forgot that Lord Vader's in this one. I was expecting to have 2 medics. We only have 1. I'm thinking of the other mission that has 2 medics. So yeah, this won't be an issue at all. We'll be just fine. Once again, the strategy is to just kill that medic as soon as possible, and then use the mission special as often as it's up so that we can get stuns on Lord Vader. So here we'll go ahead and use that mission bonus. There he is, he gets stunned. After 3 uses of that, it'll kill one of the characters. Once again, we're just piling the damage onto medic. And, you know, it does take a little bit to get through it, but to be honest, I've never failed at this mission using JMK, so I feel pretty confident about our chances of victory here. Alright, the medic is almost done. There he is. Alright, next up we'll go for this sharpshooter over here. I like to get rid of these guys because they apply that armor shred, and I'd rather not have too much of that on my Kenobi. I'd rather just, you know, in this case, I do have the special ability, but I'm actually just going to use the ult, I think, in this case. I'll get that health back on our tank, get him nice and healthy. Now we'll use the mission specials, get a stun, and get a kill. Alright, lastly, we have the Clone Commander. Alright, so we'll just take him out, and then Lord Vader will be all that's left. Alright, and then lastly we have Lord Vader. At this point, I can definitely hit auto, and we'll get this victory. You can see his health pool is going down pretty quick, so... Alright, there it is. So we got the completion, 200,000 territory points using our... Honestly, it's a pretty overpowered team that I was using, so it's not like I'm really, you know, cutting corners on that one. Alright, let's go and do one of the other combat missions. For this, I am going to use Resistance, and Finn has a really cool Omicron for territory battles. So on his leadership, you can see while in territory battles, and if there is no Galactic Legend, Resistance allies gain 60% max health and protection. Enemies attacking out of turn deal 50% less damage. At the start of the encounter, revive all Resistance allies with 100% health. They recover 100% protection and gain protection up for 2 turns. So this mission that we're doing has 2 waves. So on the second wave, if I did lose any characters, they'll revive, and all the characters will go back to that full health, which is pretty awesome. So the protection can't be dispelled or prevented. Finn gains Determination for 2 turns. While Finn has Determination, Resistance allies are immune to critical hits and have 100% counter chance. Whenever a Resistance ally uses a special ability, dispel all buffs on target enemy, inflict Expose for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. And then whenever another Resistance ally is damaged by an enemy attack, Finn has a 20% chance to gain 100% turn meter. So 1 out of 5 chance to just bam, right away get his turn after the enemy hits us. So he ends up taking a lot of turns. If an enemy is damaged by a Resistance ally, for each Expose on them, deal additional true damage to all other enemies. Then Resistance allies recover 10% health and gain 2 speed, which keeps on building up to a maximum of 60 for the rest of the battle. So basically that means we need to try and hit as many of the exposes as possible, because that's going to be able to damage all of the enemies, and we're going to end up going faster over time. All right, with that being said, oh, and by the way, you can look at my Finn's mods here. They are not even sliced up. I don't know what kind of speed we're dealing with. Yeah, he only has 50 additional speed. So this is a pretty much trash modded character, but you'll see he's still going to be amazing on this team. All right, so let's get the rest of the team together. Even though I've got that amazing Galactic Legend Rey, I'm not using her. Instead, I'm going to be using Resistance Hero Finn, Resistance Hero Poe, and for the last two, I'm going to use Poe Dameron and Resistance Trooper. The reason I'm using both of those is that they can apply exposes on the enemy, which is going to help this team to ramp even more damage. And you'll notice my Resistance Hero Finn is Relic 7. Most people have him at Relic 5. I only bumped him up because of the operations in Territory Battle. At Relic 5, he did the exact same functionality that he does that I'm about to show you. So Relic 5 will work just fine on him. All right, let's get into this battle. This is the team I honestly am most excited to use. The strategy is going to be the exact same. We're going to target the medic first. You'll notice on this ability, we'll be able to expose the enemy, which once again, we want to apply as many exposes as possible. This ability is great to pop that expose to the second one, and see that damaged all of the characters. All right, once again, get some more exposes out, damage the exposes, and keep in mind, as we're popping these exposes, we are gaining speed. We'll use the second ability that's going to apply a bunch of exposes. All right, and we still want to use that mission ability, keep that going. All right, and then we can dispel all of our dazes with the second ability. And just do that. All right, once again, let's pop those exposes. You can see the damage is going down pretty quick on medic. And also you can notice we're getting a lot of counterattacks in. All right, there he is, he's out. We'll go ahead and go for Sharp Trooper next. So use that ability. All right, and pop those exposes. Just keep on popping those exposes. The second ability will apply even more exposes. There we have 3 exposes on him. Look at all that damage going into him. Just literally, the name of the game is hit the expose. All right. And lastly, I'm just going to go for the Clone Commander. Use the second ability to dispel those debuffs. All right. There we can just keep on damaging him, and you can see that by killing him, it kills the other guy. This team is so fun to use, and it's so reliable. So if you do build a Galactic Legends Rey, just know that you're going to get an awesome team out of it for Territory Battle if you apply that Omicron. All right, this is the wave that I was talking about with 2 medics. So once again, let's go straight for the medic. They might revive each other, which makes that kind of annoying to deal with. And also, you can see that my Poe Dameron, my tank, this is a character that came out day 1 of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And it's outstanding that I'm using him here in this Territory Battle. It's nice to get used out of those old characters. I mean, he's taking hits like a champ, and it's thanks to that Omicron. All right, let's go ahead and use our second. All right, medic is about to die. However, he's probably gonna get revived by the other medic. Yep, there it is. So we'll have to kill him again, which is fine. Let's get him out. And keep in mind, we are still ramping. All that speed from that leadership All right, now we want to try and get rid of the other medic so he cannot, so he doesn't revive the other one. I feel like he's about to take a turn and do it, but we'll see. Okay, we lost our tank. Honestly, I'm not even too worried. We're still going to be able to pump out so much damage. Alright, we can dispel those buffs. Let's go ahead and keep on focusing on medic, get him out. Alright, now we have a choice. We can go straight for the clone commander. So I think we'll go ahead and go for that. This is going to kill one of them, so that looks great. And by killing this leader, we're killing the others. Alright, we're just got that one guy left. And bam. This team, like I said, so reliable. You know, we did lose our Poe Dameron tank, but still, it doesn't matter too much because the team pumps out so much damage over time. Alright, so we got our second mission completed. Next up, we'll do our last ground combat mission. I do have Rey as a Galactic Legend that I can use, but I actually like to use her in the mixed territory. So instead, what I'm going to be using is Galactic Republic. Specifically, I'm going to be using Padme. I've discovered that this team performs really well against this side of the board. Let's put C-3PO in there. Yeah, this looks good. I've got some clone troopers. I've got R2-D2 and Commander Ahsoka. I'm going to save those R2 and Ahsoka for the mixed area. So let's go in with this Padme. And the idea here is, once again, we got to get rid of the medic. The courage stacks are what's going to allow us to kill these characters. So we want to get as much protection as possible that we can convert to damage. All right. We'll dispel all their buffs. And so there you saw all that courage got rid of them. All right, so we have 10 stacks. This won't get rid of them. Actually, I could get rid of Clone Trooper, I think. Yeah. But once again, I want to go for Medic so he doesn't do the revives. 25 stacks. Yep, that gets rid of him pretty easily. We'll just go for Arc Trooper next. We have 34 stacks on Yoda, so this is going to kill him for sure. Dead. All right, and then we can't go for the one guy because he's under stealth. All right, and that's it. So those courage stacks do an amazing job. With Padme, though, I do sometimes lose a character. They can't take a ton of hits. But, all right, so here we have 38 stacks of courage on Padme, so this will definitely kill a character. If I kill him, the other medic's probably just going to revive him. Yeah, there it is. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and get through that anyways. I probably should have used C-3PO's Confuse on this clone trooper so he wouldn't have been able to taunt. So that was kind of a misplay on my part. Alright, I would love to get to Padme's turn so she can do her courage. There it is. Alright, let's dispel all their buffs. Get a kill as well. Alright, Yoda has 22 stacks, so this will kill Medic. And we'll go ahead and 30 stacks on 5s here, so that'll kill the other Medic. Alright, you can see that 5s is taking quite a bit of damage, but you know, like I said, I do sometimes lose a character. That's okay. I'm not worried. We have 40 stacks of courage on Padme, so that will kill him. Alright, and just one last guy to go. There he is, using the mission ability. So there we got full completions on all of the ground missions, with the exception of this mission on the right that requires Kit Fisto. I do have Mace Windu, but I do not have Kit Fisto, so I can't do that mission. There's also this fleet combat mission, which I can do pretty well. I've got an Outrider at 7 stars with a Gear 12 pilot. So what I use is I use Home 1. I unfortunately don't have Profundity yet. I'm working on it, but Home 1 honestly actually works just fine in this lineup. And so I'm just going to filter by Rebels, and I'm going to put in the Millennium Falcon and the Y-Wing, the Rebel Y-Wing. And for reinforcements, I'm going to put in Phantom and Ghost, and then we'll just round it out with Biggs and Wedge. All right, let's jump into the battle. All right, so let's go ahead and use our second ability on the Falcon, and we'll just pump as much damage into them as we can. I think let's go with this one. Yeah. All right, and I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with the Rebels as a fleet because I don't have Profundity yet, so I haven't really used them much. But obviously I'm working toward Profundity, so it's cool that I get a chance to use these ships on a mission and territory battle, because it gets me a little bit of exposure on kind of what these ships do. So I'm learning. I'm no pro the Rebels, so if you guys have any tips on how to use this team, let me know. But you can see that we're getting lots of assists with these Rebels. That's one of the kind of main hallmarks of the Rebel fleet, is that they like to assist each other. We'll bring in the Ghost, or this is the Phantom. No, this is the Ghost. I always get the two mixed up. All right, we've almost got him out. Stuck behind a taunt. That's fine. You can see that our team is taking no damage. It's a pretty tenacious team. All right, let's try and get rid of Rex. And we'll go for this tank on the left, just because it's a little bit lower health right now. Nope, now we're stuck on this one. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to win this anyways. Home 1 does a great job. It's an old fleet. It's one of the very first fleets in the game. In fact, it is one of the first 3 fleets of the game. But you can see it definitely does the job on this mission. So, I do have a Gear 12 Outrider, 7 stars. Having that Outrider, I think, helps a lot. So if you're looking for, how can I do better at this mission, I would say get your Millennium Falcon unlocked, make sure you have your Rebel Y-Wing, and develop that Outrider as much as you can. All right, they're bringing another reinforcement. Oh my gosh, I've got 2 Y-Wings. That's just stupid. But still, I have no doubt. All right, I'm back. We finished it finally. It took so long. It probably took 5 minutes to get through both of those. What a weird interaction that is. That is not what I call engaging gameplay. Anyways, we completed all the missions that we were able to on Coruscant. Now we're going to go to the mixed mission area on Corellia. I cannot complete this mission. I do not have Dr. Aphra. I cannot complete this mission. I do not have Jabba the Hutt. I cannot do this mission because I don't have Kira or Young Han. So I have only got 2 options. I can do this one, and I can do the fleet battle. I'm a little exhausted from that last fleet battle, so I'm going to go and do the ground mission first. So we'll jump into that battle. Alright, now I was saving my Rey. because I'd like to use her in this one. And we're going to be using light side characters. I'm going to give her Commander Ahsoka Tano. I'm not going to do like a full resistance lineup, which you'd think I probably would, but I feel like the characters I have left, I've got like Rose Tico, Evelyn Holdo, Stick Ray. So, you know, I've got some options, but I'm not crazy about those options. I think we do want Jedi Training Ray. We'll put R2-D2 in there. And then lastly, I'm kind of leaning toward Chewbacca. I don't know why, but I feel like Chewbacca might be an interesting character because I believe he gives guard. Oh, it's the weakest ally. Okay. Nah, maybe we won't use him. Let's go ahead and just put in, oh gosh, I don't know. How about, this is, I'm not too sure. How about Hermit Yoda? Sure, let's go for it. The cool thing about Rey's kit is she works with any light side characters. So you get a lot of options for what kind of teams you can create. And for that reason, she's one of my favorite characters to use. Let's see here. Can I not apply this on? Oh, I gotta do it on R2. Alright, let's go ahead and put everyone under stealth, except Rey. I don't know, we'll just use some abilities here. Let's go ahead and give this to our Galactic Legend. Alright, we'll just keep on spamming protection onto our characters. Makes them really tough to get through. Maybe get a stun. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and use our special. And let's get some Foresight. I guess really we don't get Foresight. That's only for probably some conditional effect. Alright, let's go ahead and pop that. Got rid of one character. Over time, they'll just get whittled down by our array. Alright, we gotta target him because he's got taunt, so we'll get rid of him. Nice. Alright, we got Scout Trooper to deal with, so let's go ahead. Once again, let's just put protection on our allies. Get a hit, we got a stun. Heal up a little bit. Alright, and we're getting down to it. Sure, let's go ahead and use our special again, or our ultimate. Alright, this will get rid of one of the characters, so we might as well take advantage of that. And we can apply Master's Training on another character, so let's go ahead and put that on Cat. Alright, this is the last wave. Let's go ahead and just throw out a stun. And once again, stack that protection. And I'm not sure, when you get to a new wave, does Cat's insta-kill reset? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, get that protection going. I'm going to get rid of this commander first, just because that's their healer, and we don't like heals. Alright, so does this kill him? We'll see, I don't know. It does. Okay, so on the wave it must reset. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad I saved Cat for this battle. Alright. So we'll get another big hit here soon with our Galactic Legend. Alright, that'll take a chunk of their damage. Also, whenever we use that, we get some kind of stacking mastery effect on our characters. I believe. All right, let's get this to Rage Jedi Training. All right. Got our leap again. All right, more protection. All right, we're almost to another ultimate. All right, we'll go ahead and use that. Like I said, with Rey, she just over time she does just a ton of damage on the characters. So we just got to give her the time to ramp up. All right, another big hit. Nice. I mean, you know, these guys do have a lot of health. So it does take a little time to get through them, but we will. All right, we'll use Whirlwind. This will, I think, get rid of Stormtrooper. Ooh, almost. So I got rid of the other guy, so that works. All right, let's just do basic. Try and get rid of him. Nice. All right, got TIE Fighter Pilot over here. I'd like to get rid of him. Let's go ahead and get under stealth. All right, I'll get rid of him. And let's give Master's Training over to R2. He's our only character left to get it. All right, at this point, we'll probably just, put it on auto and get a win. All right, and then the other mission in this mixed zone that we can do is going to be the fleet mission. And for that, we'll be using... you've got a few options that you can use on that one. I think Executor is amazing and probably works great, but you probably want to save Executor for the dark side. But I've actually found Malevolence works great with this. So you do have to use that Lando's Millennium Falcon, which is just kind of a trash ship. Not a big fan of it. But around that, we are going to start with our Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid. And then to back that up, we'll go ahead and put all of our Geos. And then we have one more slot that we can put in. Let's go ahead and put in Hound's Tooth. And enter the battle. Now with this battle, you start with a random cargo ship, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know which one we'll get. Oh, we got Hound's Tooth. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Lando's dead. That's fine. They got Outrider, which is kind of a crazy ship to have with Tarkin's ship. All right, so our strategy is I want to try and get rid of their TIE Bomber as quick as possible. I'm not quite sure how to describe this, but there's some effect where the TIE Bomber gets more and more health over time or something. So that's why I think when other characters die, the TIE Bomber gets some kind of health benefit. So that's why I like to just get rid of them as soon as possible. Next up, I think Darth Vader's ship is probably a pretty big threat. So I'm going to bring in the Geo Spy, and that'll get rid of him. All right, and then we have the taunt on the TIE Fighter. We could get around the taunt too if we wanted to. Yeah, I think, sure, why not go for the Outrider? All right. All right, let's go ahead and get Buzz Droids on the second sister. All right, we lost our Hound's Tooth. Also, I don't really care. Like, those cargo ships don't impact the battle too much. From what I can tell. Maybe somebody else has experienced differently than that. All right, their Outrider went down. Let's go ahead and get rid of our TIE Fighter. Let's get rid of it. All right, now we got to take care of that second sister. I've put her off too long. She's dead. All right, and then we just have Death Trooper. Has counterattack, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. We'll get through them. All right, let's go ahead and use that. I don't know why I did a special, but I did. All right, and that gets rid of Death Trooper. So Malevolence is a great option. Just with their Separatist fleet, start with that Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid, and then bring in your Geos as reinforcements. That seems to work pretty great for me. All right, so that is it for mixed. That's all I can do. I wish I had Jabba the Hutt. I would love to do that. I wish I had Dr. Aphra. Someday I'll be able to contribute more to that zone. The last zone is Dark Side, which this is day 2 of the TB, and we were actually in the second zone. And I'll be honest, my roster just doesn't have a lot of great Dark Side characters. I mean, I've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I've got Darth Vader. I've got Bounty Hunters. I've got, I've got stuff, but they don't seem to do that great. Like, I just don't have the right teams built. So I'm not going to show that. Maybe someday when I get a few more dark side characters into my account, I can show what I do there. Usually what I end up doing is I use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, who doesn't even necessarily get 2 waves. Sometimes he only gets 1. And then I pretty much deploy the rest of what I got. As for fleets, once again, I don't have a 7-star Executor, so I'm not able to use that. I bet there's other ships that I could use in that mission. But anyways, so that, and actually here's what I'll do, is for the remainder of this, I'm going to deploy my GP. I'll do that after the end of this battle, though, or after this video. Thank you guys for watching, but that is my territory battle experience. That's how I play through it currently with my my guild. It's a mid-game guild, so we're not going to the end by any stretch, but we do a really solid performance, and I actually have a lot of fun with this. It's fun to try those missions. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.